lab, it's an experiment in how a group of relative strangers from different working disciplines and backgrounds from 4 different continents can meaningfully collaborate without meeting. We came together to exchange practice, perspectives, experience, stories and skills in relation to bamboo design and making, and in relation to local and national contexts and the wider global bamboo community. You'll remember that the lab is part of a 5-month program of R&D around our Bridge2Bamboo project. And so this lab will feed into the next stages of work, which include pilot projects with communities around both bamboo design and build, and also around digital engagement, and will feed into the ongoing creative development of our proposal for next year, and we really hope you'll all be part of it.
My name's Oren Hardy, and I am the co-founder of Bamboo U, a business here in Bali that focuses on teaching people how to build and design with bamboo. So we run online and offline courses focusing in, how can we really introduce designers, architects, creatives, entrepreneurs to the different possibilities of building with bamboo. Bali is our context, right? And we're really blessed here. We have some incredible craftsmen, a lot of local artisans, even now we've got local bamboo designers as well. They really come from a whole lineage of working with their hands, a whole lineage of craft that's really embedded into Balinese culture.
My name is Bernice Dapa, founder of Ghana Bamboo Bikes Initiative, and I'm so glad to partner with a creative lab, which is so insightful and educative, to exploit the amazing potential of bamboo.
This is where we use bamboo to manufacture bicycles.
My name is Solomon Owusu-Amankwa from Ghana Bamboo Bikes Initiative, and I'm happy to be a partner to this Creative Lab program. Bamboo is no doubt one of the best resources in the material world. This Creative Lab program brought together specialists and non-specialists from diverse fields to explore the story of bamboo from different perspectives, from the artistic perspective to the engineering, and also its role in societal development. It has become obvious that bamboo can be used in the development of social spaces because it is a highly sustainable material that has no equal in the plant kingdom. And I'm very happy to have an opportunity to share my part of the story.
Hi everyone, my name is Rebecca Rubens. I'm an industrial designer. I began my journey in bamboo while working for the International Network for Bamboo and Rattan, INBAR. While with INBAR, I was extensively exposed to different production to consumption systems around bamboo, including for craft, for architecture, for charcoal, for textile, and a host of other materials. I at the moment practice through my own studio, Rhizome. I teach, I write. I see myself working with bamboo for a long time. It's been 2 decades since I've been working with bamboo, and I think that to be the change I want to see, I have to spread the knowledge and collaborate with a lot of people, which is what I'm doing in this workshop.
David Attenborough quite rightly pointed out that if we want to start living in a more sustainable way, then we need to be thinking more about how we can include nature within everything that we do.
I'm interested in bamboo as a sustainable, hardy, and carbon sink material, and would like to explore how a group of people can use this material to build something that is greater than the sum of its parts in the context of climate change.
As a bamboo novice, I'm really intrigued to find out more about bamboo as a sustainable building material, but I'm also a textile artist, and I'm really excited to explore the possibilities of bamboo within my own practice.
I'm inspired by bamboo due to its ecological viability as the building material of the future, and see it as a vital building block to sustainable urbanisation. I wish to follow along the paths of architects such as Kengo Kuma, working to elevate the structural and aesthetic qualities of such a versatile plant whilst improving the communities in which they are used.
If you can use bamboo, which is a grass, to actually produce charcoal, which would be a total legitimate industry that would create jobs, you could use that charcoal in the stoves that everybody is using in Africa anyway. And it is bamboo charcoal produced from grass. And therefore, no questions about cutting trees, no question about illegal trade, no questions about, deforestation. On the contrary, you would be using something that could actually at the same time be land restoration opportunity.
It's quite a remarkable piece of structure. So you have a tubular structure, and then it has these diaphragms that stop it buckling. So it's incredible in compression and it's incredible in tension. This is the wall of the bamboo. And these things you can see here, these kind of lighter things, you can see they become more and more dense to the outside. Those are the vascular bundles. You can see there's very little in the circumferential direction, the round direction here, joining them together. That's why you're able to take a piece of bamboo and slice it very easily to turn it into splits.
The lab was also about exchanging practical making skills. Bamboo U created a special online bamboo model making and design course, and they supported practical activity as part of the Zoom sessions.
Started off making, this is, 200 mil by 100 mil, which I then twisted and then put an elastic band around the center. And the idea was that with that kind of approach, you had this flexibility to change the angles.
The lab renewed my importance of model making. I think coming from my background as a designer, over the years I've kind of lost that model making due to kind of maybe time restraints. I think the lab refreshed that, but also the model making gave me an insight to understanding, the possibilities of building with bamboo, especially when you kind of do a model like this. It's quite interesting to understand how it might be built and how you might begin to construct it.
Just going through the lab itself, that there are like really cool ways of like beginning to manipulate the shapes of bamboo to make something a bit more dynamic, I suppose. So this is an image of one of the towers we were creating alongside, I think it was Mike from Bamboo U. And he was kind of teaching us how to begin to weave the bamboo pieces together to create something that was self-supporting, but also hyperbolic in nature, in the sense that it would curve in and out.
It's worked on lots of levels, I suppose, as you'd expect. Practically, it was great to see what sort of the Balinese crew were doing. That's really interesting. There was also sort of this separate channel that came up about the politics of bamboo, which I wasn't expecting at all, and sort of the philosophy of global use of materials and resources and labor and wealth and added value and all these things I didn't think about.
I didn't realize how much research there was into bamboo already. I think moving forwards, it's how do I then incorporate that knowledge into my own practice? How do I then begin to make use of building guides and conservation methods and kind of planting in nurseries of bamboo stems?
I think it helps me to learn about the way other communities in other countries tackle sustainability and climate issues, especially learning from indigenous community on their use of a material that have so much benefit to the environment.
So I learned a lot, with the work of different people, Rebecca, like Solomon and the other artists from UK. They were doing this beautiful art installations. But yeah, meeting new people is the biggest takeaway.
Mine's the diversity of work, and realizing how much people are doing so many different things with such a simple material.
Bamboo was always for me previously just being bamboo, and that was a really good thing about the workshop, was seeing there's thousands of different species, and started to think potentially there's different species that could have different roles in the work. And also the sort of investigating UK grown bamboo is quite a big change as well. So we're going next week to visit some UK grown bamboo and see what that brings to it, and that's all going to be a surprise.
It's been incredibly inspiring to collaborate with specialists from so many different disciplines and different parts of the world to understand more about the wider context around bamboo, as well as the different approaches to designing and making and building and engineering, and how to involve local people in all of those processes in an empowering way, and how to make sustainable practice sustainably. We're looking forward to continuing all these collaborations in the next stage of creative development of Bridge2Bamboo.
I really love Bridge2Bamboo because it really gets at the heart of what I'm doing. They really got it, It's not about figure out how to build a perfect building out of bamboo, you'd need a few years to learn how to be fully qualified to build a full-scale, curvilinear, multi-story bamboo structure. But it got to the heart of what the inspiration is behind all of this, and that's really about bringing people together to be proactive in really responding to the world we see and really having a creative response. It's like, okay, so what could the world look like, and how do we do that? And really, at the end of the day, the first step is really about coming together and creating a network of people who are like-minded. It's really about building relationships, and that's what, at the end of the day, a building is actually a relationship. That's why I really love Bridge2Bamboo, because it was about combining people, and it's also about taking a local environment like England and combining it with something exotic and bringing something from another place.
I've really enjoyed everyone's different scenery and a slice into people's lives just all around the world at different times of the day. It's been brilliant.